I know that I should not always be playing these tricks, but the mischief is just so much fun. It toys with something in my brain, just forcing me to do these things. Oh, the occasional mischief isn't that bad. It does not harm folks, it just annoys them, right? I can admit, some of my past tricks were a little mean spirited, though I only did them for I knew not of what would later happen. I can say I probably not should not have immediately thought of the idea of turning that hempen homespun's head into that of an ass, but what other options did I have? He could have been trying to harm the Fairy Queen. No, he was too much of a fool to even leave a mark on her. The only harm he could have done is through the head, by turning that of her into a fool. I mean, turning a man named Bottom into that of an ass's head could not be more hilarious. I mean, sure, I do feel some responsibility for getting his head all mixed up for hours on end, but he did get to go near the beautiful Queen of Fairies. So, was the ass head trickery really that awful? I think that little trick put him on the right track on life, telling him what he was really doing with his life. Well, I guess people see my tricks a little differently. But, oh, but that foolish spell. Was it really that wrong? After all, I was just following orders. They were not my orders. They were everyone's orders. So, was it really my fault? No. No, it cannot be. Although I did get Oberon's orders completely wrong. But how was I meant to know which sweet Athenian lady was the one in love? And how was I meant to know which man this lady was in love with? I just merely assumed that the lady and the man sleeping away from each other were the Athenians that Oberon was speaking about. I could not have known such things. I guess Oberon just wanted the roles to be reversed, Demetrius chasing Helena instead. So I guess I did one thing right. Although Helena did not seem to think of it as funny. But in the end, I did manage to get everything back to normal, so I guess it was just a slight hiccup. Not the end of worlds. Though I can admit it was my fault. I should have asked Oberon specifics of the Athenians. But in all, I think people overreact over the things I did in that forest. I will try to be more considerate with my tricks. Although, I will never be doing lame tricks. I will be doing hilarious tricks. I have definitely learnt that the love spell that I casted was my own foolishness. I should be more careful with spells that are handed to me. But apart from love spells and such, I don't think I did much wrong. Most of my other tricks were just harmless fun. I think my next step in life will be to be less obedient to Oberon. Hopefully I stick to it, although I do get pretty mischievous. So who knows?